Before we get into this video, there's a few things I need to clear up about the Segway SuperVillain. So number one, it is not an EV. It's not an electric vehicle. It's not a hybrid. That may come out at some point in the future. It is not a DCT transmission. It's not a CVT transmission. It's an automotive motor with an automotive transmission with a torque converter. It's a 6-speed. It's about 2,700 pounds wet, and it's 235 horsepower turbocharged. So now let's get into the video.
Here in Lake Havasu City, you want your suspension to be stiff, so I'm not sure where it's set at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty, the compression is pretty near the middle.
Okay, so being near the middle, knowing that I have that much more adjustment, like right now, it's a really good
rebound is all the way stiff.
Okay. Yeah, it feels good right now. Acceleration is awesome, and I'm in the normal mode. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put it in the race drive mode. See how the tuning changes. I can already tell that.
Higher RPMs.
Yeah, let's put the car at higher RPMs. Brakes are really great. They're not spongy, but they're responsive. So. Yeah, man, the race mode is awesome. The race mode feels really good.
Should hit that, go over to that line by the poles and hit that wood line. You really feel the suspension.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check one more time that we are in 4-wheel drive. Yeah, we're in 4-wheel drive. We're not locked, but we're in 4-wheel drive. Right now we're going to go over the power line section. Kind of hit the whoops. See how the car does the whoops. Alright, so a lot of you guys are going to see that pretty familiar spot, the power lines in the background. Definitely need to hit it, tighten up the rear suspension, stiffen it up. But there's some T-outs that we're going over right now. About 4-foot T-outs. Here's a T-out. And really good whoop section. Yeah, the suspension is awesome. It's really good. So this is our own knife's edge right here. Havasu. Where we test the speed peak with the speeding speed. Like I think customers will really like how it handles in the dunes. It just has no problem in the sand at all. Alright, so we're still in race mode. I love the race mode too because it keeps you in high RPMs.
What I should have said is a high power band, not high RPMs, and you'll find out what I'm talking about later in the video.
You always have a lot of power. A decent area, which we can probably find a spot around here. We mess around a little bit. Not necessarily go rock crawling, but put it in rock mode and see how it changes the tune a little bit. So right now we're in race mode. We're gonna go into climb mode. And we'll put it into just a kind of a steep ascent right here. So the climb mode seems to like
Really mellowed out.
Like this is
It's almost like when you want to put a brand new driver on.
yeah, no, this is I would call it more of like a comfort mode, really.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Because these, you know, if you're in a Maverick R or a Pro R and you're going slow, sometimes it's not that fun to drive. Like the Maverick R is not fun to drive if you're going slow.
I noticed that just trying to go like 8.5 miles an hour earlier, it almost wants to go in and out of gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're cruising around the campground or you're just taking your wife out for a ride or your girlfriend, whatever. Someone who's not really in for the thrill, they're in for the sunset ride. You know, climb mode seems to be a great mode for that reason. There's no heavy shifting. It's just really smooth. And it doesn't want to go fast. It really doesn't feel like you're getting a lot of the turbo boost is not like punching the back of your seat to go fast. It's just kind of a smooth ride, really. So let's see, where does it say what gear we're in?
So D2 is second gear.
Okay, so climb mode has really kept us in first and second gear. Doesn't really want to shift me out of second gear.
Well, you just put it in manual and climb for a little third.
Yeah, so let's put it in manual and climb.
Oh, looks like it doesn't go.
Okay, so in climb mode, looks like you can't shift it in manual.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really good for rock crawling. You're not gonna be able to go that fast. It's gonna keep you in first or second gear. But I think one of the benefits is just for cruising around, Oh my gosh, that was so comfortable.
Such a mellow power curve, yeah.
Super
and we
mellow.
were still going like 25 miles an hour there, 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, so if you're on like a if you're out for just a leisure ride, climb mode is really cool. Not the mode that I would be in that much, but it is cool. So now we're back in normal mode. One thing I liked about the race mode, kept you, like when you hit the pedal, the power was always just punchy, you know? But to be honest, normal mode is really great for the trails out here. To get out and adjust suspension just a little bit.
Yeah, we can soften it up.
We're gonna put it in park and check that out.
So I got the rebound is one click past halfway soft, and then the compression I got pretty much in the middle. The lower the number, the stiffer it is. So I got the rebound on 5 out of 8. And then I'm about the same. I'm about 5 out of 8 or 4 out of 8.
Perfect. That's.
And then the main compression only has a 1, 2, and 3, and I got it on 2.
Okay. Let's give that a shot.
We'll see how that feels. We can always go softer and mess with it a little bit.
I can tell you, dude. I love the transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can on the trail. You're not feeling the shift that much because of you already have all this other stuff going on, you know. But just the fact that I don't have to worry about a belt back there. Oh yeah, it's already way better. Way better. Right. So we're going through a super choppy section. We're going 50 miles an hour right now. Get her up to 60 here in a minute. Power drive. A lot of what we were going through was really, had a lot of quick turns in it, and it was really choppy. So the power delivery is good. You do have to kind of pay attention to how the turbo reacts in the corners. And that's the same with any car. If you're just getting into a turbo R or a Pro S is what they're calling it now, or any turbo car, an X3, you have to get used to the power delivery of the turbo, especially into the corners, and you got to be able to time it right. If you don't time it right, then you're going to get power when you don't want it, or you're going to have too much power when you don't need it. You got to time that right. So I feel like I was just getting used to that on one ride, so that's pretty good. On the trail, you don't really feel the shifting, but you can kind of hear it shifting and feel it a little bit more. It's actually, it doesn't punch you. The Maverick R really punches me in the back. You get used to it, but it's a lot more pronounced in the Maverick R. So what I'm going to do now is we're on the street, and not that I'm going to speed or anything, but I just want to feel the characteristics of the race mode, because it is kind of fun, you know, to kind of feel the car lose traction around the corner. Here it shift down in race mode. So in race mode, just like the Pro R, the front end stands up, shocks, and the tires kind of come off the ground. So right now we're going about 40 miles an hour. We're about 4,300 RPM. It's got really good power for low RPM. I kind of want to see where we get to when we give it some gas. So idling, we're down to like about 700 RPMs. Wow. Okay. Okay, so yeah, okay. So I think we hit about 65, and we were at like 5.3 or 5,300 RPM. So really good power at low RPMs. That's pretty good for engine longevity. 32 miles an hour. Yeah, so we got up over, I think we got up to about 72 miles an hour, and we hit about 5,200 RPM. That is unheard of, man. 85 miles an hour at 4,400 RPM. That's unreal. I'm not sure if I even understand what's going on there. 85 miles an hour at 4,400 RPMs.
That's that 2-liter right there.
That is unreal.
Everything about this car seemed to feel right. Stay tuned for more in this series on the Segway SuperVillain. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.